was so surprised today. Because when I went back to our parents' house, you were there. When did you get married, sis? You never told me about getting married. I didn't tell you because I wanted to hide it. I never thought you would come back on the same day with me. Today's such a horrible day. I actually got fired from my company and I'm having a hard time making a living. That's why I came home because I wanted to ask Mom and Dad for financial help. You have been avoiding me for 10 years, but I'm finally able to see you, so I was so happy. Today isn't horrible, it's an amazing day. Did you get fired again? Mom tells me about you sometimes. But she says you haven't been working at the same place for a long time for a few years. I don't know why, but I can't keep working at the same place. Anyways, unlike me, your husband seems amazing. He works at such an amazing company. It's good you have a rich husband. Don't let your eyes on him. If you do something, I'm not going to forgive you. You're so scary. You don't have to tell me that much. You have a past, you know. It's just a coincidence today. I'm not going to resolve the issue with you from now on as well. If you understand, don't text me at all.
Hey Mary, I've been thinking, maybe you should resolve your problems with your sister.
What?
I saw her yesterday for the first time, but she seems like an amazing person. You said you've cut ties with her since high school, so I was wondering what kind of girl was coming. But she's not a rebel, she looks like a decent person. How can you cut ties with such a cute sister like her?
I've told you why I cut ties with her before. She stole my boyfriend back in high school.
But that was in high school. Who cares about your boyfriend in high school? You should let her off the hook.
Why do I have to let her off the hook when she hurt me? She took my boyfriend on purpose to hurt me. I liked him since I was in elementary school and I was finally able to date him. She knew everything and took him from me.
But you guys are both adults now. I think you should put it to the past. It seems like the ugly older sister is just jealous of the younger sister who's pretty.
What the fuck?
You have such a small heart. Your sister as a university student. Any high school boy would like her. Men are suckers for cute girls. And cute girls don't always mean to steal boys from them, but they do. Just reconcile with her.
You only met her once and you're on her side. You never mentioned anything about our relationship.
But I feel sorry for her. As a man, I can't let a cute girl seem unhappy.
You think she's unhappy?
Because the reason why she got fired from her old job, it's because she was too pretty and all the other woman employees got jealous of her, right? And that's why they made everything her fault. She gets fired just because she's cute and you also cut ties with her. How can I let that go?
You believe her stupid excuses. It's actually the opposite of why she got fired.
Opposite?
It wasn't that she was put at fault for the mistake. She made other people do her job. And when people found out, she got fired. That's the reason why she got fired from her other jobs as well.
Are you serious?
She knows she's cute and she's doing it. She's been using her cuteness to take advantage of other people from the past. Of course, that's not funny for other women employees there. So I guess they told her boss that she was making other people do her job.
I'm not gonna believe that. Why would a cute girl like her do something like that? We have to be nicer to your sister, even though she's prettier than you.
Excuse me?
I understand how you might not like her, but you shouldn't just be harsh on her. I'm gonna believe her.
How come you're on her side? Don't tell me you like her.
That's not possible. I'm just worried as her brother-in-law. I was the only child, so I always wanted a sister.
That's the first time you told me that.
Also, she has a charm. She's not only cute, but I want to protect her. I bet she's had some trouble in the past just because she's cute. At least we should understand that for her.
I don't want to understand someone's feelings who steals her sister's boyfriend. I'm not gonna forgive her forever. Maybe you might be worried about her, but don't come between us. I'm sorry, sis. I did it again. I stole Jack from you. I'm going to get your rich husband. What are you talking about? Jack is so easy. I thought he would be a little bit difficult since he works at an amazing company. But he fell in love with me instantly. This feels amazing. The fact that a rich man loves me. Wait a minute. Did you hit on Jack? We met at our parents' house a while back, right? After that, I asked him out for dinner and he came along. And then, after that, I'm pregnant with his child. What the fuck are you talking about? I never thought I would be this pregnant fast. Maybe we were meant to be. Are you seriously pregnant? Are you sure? Why would I lie about it? You never thought your sister would steal your man again. I stole your man again. How do you feel? Now it's not your boyfriend, but it's your husband that I stole. Stop being so annoying. Not only once, but twice, and I cut ties with you. I hate you that much that I will cut ties with my own family. Why do you keep stealing from your sister? What are you thinking about? You can't say that to me. I'm just getting what I want. It's just really easy for me. Being cute is amazing. What the fuck? I told you back in high school too. Men love cute girls. It's impossible to make them stop liking me. So I'm just gonna keep stealing from you. You should stop being sad because it's just a waste of time. You're annoying as usual. Don't call me annoying. I'm just cute. What the fuck? My child is probably really cute as well. I can't wait to have my child. Oh yeah, so you have to prepare for the divorce, okay? I texted you today to tell you that. Do you want me to divorce? Of course, because I'm going to be a family with Jack. He's going to be the baby daddy, so I need you gone. Because I'm pregnant with this child. I'm single. What? So go ahead and marry him. It doesn't matter to me. What are you talking about? You're married to Jack, right? What are you saying? You were single. I'm not married to Jack. Well, to be precise, I was about to marry him. We haven't gotten married because we wanted to make your marriage registration on our anniversary. Seriously? Didn't Jack or Mom tell you? We were going to get married in the spring, but it got extended. Because we were so busy from work. And the day passed. So we just thought we would do it 6 months later on our anniversary. It did feel like we were married, though. You didn't tell me that! So you guys were fiancés? Yes, but now that we broke up, we're not even a fiancé. He's just my ex-boyfriend. Oh my god! You didn't get married, but you also broke up? Yes, about a week ago. Seeing Jack so fawn over you made me not love him anymore. I didn't know you guys were dating back then. But he kept on saying I should reconcile with you. And Jack was okay with it. It was weird, but he was fine with it. I guess you guys were dating back then already. He already loved you. That's why he didn't care if he broke up with me. What is that? It's so boring if he's single. I like the feeling of stealing someone from you. I wanted to see you cry. That's too bad. I don't love him anymore, so I'm not sad at all. Oh, really? It's fine though. Because I can marry him and I don't have to pay you alimony. Whatever, let me just prepare for the wedding. Wait a minute. What do you mean you don't have to pay me alimony? Because you guys aren't married. You guys were just dating, so it wasn't an affair. I don't have to pay you alimony because you guys weren't married. Although you were cute, you have no brains. Maybe you have trash up your brain. Although we weren't married, we were engaged. And we had a wedding date set as well. So since you stole him from that situation, you still have to pay me alimony. Even though we were just engaged, I can still sue you for an affair. Seriously? You should have just asked him out after we broke up. But you told me that you were pregnant with this child, so it's obvious that you guys had an affair. You are really stupid. Holy shit! It takes at least about 3 weeks to know you're pregnant. I only broke up with him a week ago, so you guys were cheating while we were still engaged. Thank you for telling me you were pregnant with him. No way! I'm going to demand alimony a few days later. I'm gonna go talk to my lawyer.
How can you demand this alimony? It's my fault for cheating on you before we broke up. But she's pregnant with my child already. We're going to need a lot of money since we're going to start a family. How can you ask us for money?
If you're saying I'm horrible, what are you? Not only once but twice, she stole my man from me. And you also got my sister pregnant while you were still engaged to me. To me, you guys seem horrible.
I feel sorry about that. But I can't stop it when I like someone. Just forgive this second time as well.
Oh my god!
You guys aren't in high school anymore. You have to deal with this like an adult.
That's exactly why I'm demanding alimony like an adult. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was in high school.
That's not what I'm talking about. Just please don't be mean to us. Even though we might not be married, we're still going to be family. Even though we broke up, you can still be with me, so don't be mad at me.
Why would I be family with you? I already have cut ties with her. So I'm going to cut ties with you as well. I'm not going to accept you as my family.
How can you be so cold to me? I won't let you see the kid when she gives birth. We won't show you our cute child.
I don't want to see her. I don't care about a child she gives birth to.
Holy shit. How can you say that to your sister? You are horrible.
You are actually amazing. How can you love someone that's not even your child? I am amazed by you.
What the fuck?
I never thought you were that kind of man. That could love a child that's not theirs.
Wait a minute. What do you mean it's not my kid? She's pregnant with my child.
Oh. I thought you were nice, but I guess you didn't know. You also don't have a brain.
Answer my question. What do you mean?
Ask her. It's much faster. Why do you know about my child's father? I haven't told anyone about this. I haven't told mom and dad as well, but why do you know? Maybe you were trying to hide it, but it's so obvious. Mom and dad already know that you lied to them too. What? After I got back home, mom and dad contacted me. They told me they saw the maternity mark on your bag. If you want to hide it, don't put that on. Holy shit! Also, that you were trying to ask our parents for money because you had no job, and they gave you $5,000. That's what mom told me. And the hospital in this area usually costs about $5,000 to give birth. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe mom didn't see correctly. Her eyesight's getting bad. That's why she asked me. She wanted me to figure it out for sure. That's why I went to the company that you got kicked out of. What the fuck? Mom asked you the company, so I was able to figure it out. And I was able to know why you got fired. It wasn't because you made other people do your work, but you had a fight. They found out that you had an affair with one of your employees' boyfriends, so you had a cat fight. And you told everyone, don't kick my stomach because I have a baby. That's what you screamed there. No way! How do you even know about that? I didn't really do much research, they just told me. I told them that you were always very troublesome, and I think they felt sorry for me. They told me everything. No way! I'm glad Jack accepted your baby, though. It's not good. He told me he's not going to marry me if it's not his child. He told me he was going to marry me. but he's trying to dump me now. Oh, too bad. It's because you told him he's not the father. You have to take responsibility. If he's not going to be the dad, then you can pay child support instead of him.
What the fuck? It's all your fault. You have to take responsibility. I'm not going to help you one bit.
How are you so cold to me? If you didn't say anything, everything would have been fine. Your cute sister is going to be a single mother and doesn't have a father. You should help me.
It's okay. Everyone thinks you're so cute, someone will help you. And you should care for the child because that child didn't do anything wrong. So you have to take responsibility for the kid. Jack and Lisa broke up immediately. She asked her parents to give birth back home, but they kicked her out, saying they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. She contacted the guy she had affairs with before, but nobody wanted her now that she is pregnant. Now she rented a cheap apartment and getting ready to give birth. My ex-boyfriend Jack also went back to his parents' house, but when they figured out the reason why the engagement was broke off, they were pissed, and they kicked him out. After giving birth, Lisa brought her kid to the company and shouted that she came here to show you her child. There were so many rumors at the company after that. Now he is in a shittier department in his company and is treated badly.
Hey, Boone! You were late today, weren't you? Why the hell are you going to lunch with everyone else? You don't get lunch today. Pick up your damn phone. You owe me an hour. You can't seriously think you get a lunch after showing up late. Good afternoon, Mr. Abrams. Apologies. I left my seat for a few minutes to call the hospital to check on the old lady this morning. I'll be back immediately. I see. That's right. Your excuse for being late today was that you were helping someone in a medical emergency, wasn't it? Something about some old hag collapsing while you were on your way to work? You gave her CPR and sat in the back of the ambulance with her. Did I miss anything? That's how it went, right? That's right. There was an old lady lying on the floor at the train station. She looked seriously unwell. I tried speaking to her, but she was unresponsive, so I performed CPR. Luckily, she came around. And then I called an ambulance. Is this seriously the story you're going with? Even high school kids don't use crappy excuses like this anymore. You should have just said you overslept. I might have actually believed you then. Mr. Abrams, it's the truth. I understand it might sound like an excuse because it's not exactly the sort of thing that happens every day, but it's true. I never imagined I'd get wrapped up in something this dramatic either. Yeah, I've heard enough. I get the gist of your story now. I just don't believe it, truant boy. Truant boy Boone! It's got a ring to it! You're a real pansy, you know that, truant boy? You call yourself a man? You always try to evade responsibility like some pitiful worm. Really grinds my gears. The way you go around the office with that stupid grin on your face, brown-nosing everyone. You're such a suck-up. Why not just be a man about it and admit what you did? To top it off, you tried pulling the wool over my eyes with the lamest excuse I've heard this decade. Don't you feel embarrassed? It's not really like that. Look, you can't even defend yourself properly. Why? Because I'm right. You're surprisingly stupid for someone who graduated from the world-famous Peeps University. Did you bribe them for your degree? Anyone can see you only got hired at this company in the first place due to the university you studied at. You're not fooling me though, truant boy. I'm a firm believer in meritocracy. I'll get rid of anyone who doesn't make the grade without thinking twice. Even if you can study, what use is it if you can't apply it in the real world? You're playing with the big boys now, truant boy. You should have tried harder. I'm sorry, Mr. Abrams. I'll do my utmost to ensure I live up to your expectations from now on. Don't kid yourself. I don't expect anything from a dud like you. I already recommended the top brass fire you, so it's too late anyway. What? I'm gonna get fired? Surely no matter which way you look at it, this is going overboard. Why? Think about it. Being late signals a poor attitude towards work and disrespect towards the company. I'm a section manager, and 90% of the people I recommend for the chopping block end up being sent packing. At the very least, can you put in some effort before your dismissal notice comes? Use this as your final opportunity to do some good work for a change. Try not to let Peeps University down by becoming a complete failure. They're counting on you, truant boy. Boone, what time can I expect to see those files I asked you to get done? They should be done within the hour. Great. That leaves plenty of time then. Plenty of time? I need you to format, edit, check, and submit the PowerPoint slides in my shared folder. Just to confirm, do you mean you want all this done today? Yes, today. Why? Is that gonna be a problem? There's no easy way to tell you this, so I'm just gonna come out with it. I'm celebrating an important occasion with my family today, so I'll be leaving at my regular home time. Besides, even if I got started on the files right now, it's doubtful I'd get them done by the end of the day. Is tomorrow really not possible? An important celebration with your family? You can do that whenever you like. And I need these files dealt with today, so you don't have permission to leave early. It's a man's job to work and make money. You can deal with your insignificant family crap once you've submitted the files. Your family can wait, but your job can't. Oh, and it would be in your best interest not to lie and try to wiggle your way out of doing your duties. You miserable worm. You know full well you can get this done by the end of today. This is a direct order. Do I make myself clear? Please, sir, it's not that I'm saying my job isn't important. Not at all. But to tell you the truth, my family are more important than work. I can't in good conscience do overtime if it means letting them down. Once again, sir, I must insist. Even if I was to get started on those files you asked me for right now, they would absolutely, beyond any doubt, take me past home time. Finally, this company doesn't operate on an overtime policy, so I have no obligation to do what you're asking me to from a contractual standpoint. Now, sir, I mean this with the utmost respect, but I just took a look at the files you asked me to complete, and the deadline doesn't seem to be anywhere near as pressing as you seem to be suggesting it is. Are you answering me back again? You just don't give up, do you? Man, am I pleased I advised the higher-ups to fire you. This place is gonna run so much more efficiently with you gone. So, you did report me then? The way I see it, there's one more huge advantage of getting rid of you, which I'm really looking forward to seeing effect. Everyone in the department's gonna be so terrified they're next, and so worried about being in my bad books, I'll have my own personal army of obedient worker drones. I can't wait to make an example out of you. They'll be practically begging me for extra work. It's gonna be great! The sooner you're out of here, the better. Huh? You're doing this to make an example of me? It's not really that, but it's a big part of it. And really? Huh? That's how you speak to your direct supervisor? Who the heck do you think you are, worm? Are you getting an attitude with me, your boss? Sir, I don't have an attitude. The fact of the matter is, you were late. Now here's the thing, you're useless at the best of times. So really, this is just what I've been waiting for. You talk back to me at every opportunity. You don't do your job, and you're so arrogant, you prevent me from doing mine. You're an obstruction, an obstructive worm. I just can't wait for your name to get called out by HR. I'm almost disappointed I won't be able to watch the announcement in person. I'd bring popcorn. I'm done talking to you. Bye, delinquent. Hey, worm boy, are you alive? I heard you got called into the CEO's office. Did he do it? Did he fire you? Actually, we did talk at great length about a certain person's dismissal. I knew it! LOL! Sucks to be you! I guess I was wrong. I thought HR would deal with you, but it looks like word made it right to the top instead. Looks like I wasn't the only one in this company who was sick of your attitude, huh? Imagine Getting fired after trying to play the saint with some lazy excuse. You're so lame. Out of all my subordinates, past and present, you're probably the lamest dude I've ever managed at this company. My stomach hurts. Do you seriously think I'd fire the man who saved my mother's life? Who the hell do you think you are to act like this at my company? Huh? What's this? What are you even talking about, worm boy? Did you lose your mind? Did you finally crack under all the pressure? Phone call, 10 seconds. As I just told you on the phone, you need to get back at the office at once. Mr. President, sir. Why are you? Did I not just tell you? Boone saved my mother's life. I heard about how you were sending him all sorts of unpleasant messages using your company phone. So I asked him to pass me his. I'm sorry, sir. I'm really sorry, but I'm not sure what you mean. What does Boone have to do with your mother, sir? You're aware of why Boone was late the other day, are you not? Yes, I'm aware. Then you know full well what I mean, Sam. Go on, take a shot in the dark. I'm terribly sorry, sir. Other than something about helping an elderly person, I don't remember. The elderly person was my mother. Oh, I see. That explains everything. Wow, to think Boone saved your beloved mother's life. He's such a hero. What an incredible, selfless man. That's right, he is. I'll admit that there are times when the quality of his work can leave a little something to be desired. But putting that aside, he's a good man with a good heart. It's an honor to have him at my company, and I intend to keep him here as long as possible. Yes, as you say, sir. My own thoughts echo your sentiments. I've always said this about him. He's a great man. A real pleasure to be around. We're lucky to have him. The longer he's with us, the better, I say. What the hell are you talking about, Sam? From what I've heard, you didn't believe him in the slightest. Not only that, but you attempted to use his lateness that day as pretext to have him fired. No. That's all wrong. Which part is wrong? Well, you see, the thing is, Mr. Benson, I saw the report you filed with HR about how you claimed his attitude towards work is poor, about how he lacks the skills required to do his job properly. Ring any bells? When I had HR conduct an investigation, it turns out the reality was the exact opposite of what you wrote. His reputation is stellar, one of the best at the company. So, I think it's fair to say that what you've done here is file a false report, isn't it? No! It's not fair to say that at all! In fact, it couldn't be more unfair! Boone's got everyone fooled! He's been bullying and harassing me in secret this whole time! Are you just making excuses? That's funny. Judging from the chat logs, I could have sworn you hated people who try to worm their way out of things and dodge responsibility. You call yourself a man? And please, Boone bullying and harassing you? Do you have a shred of evidence to back that up? By that, do you mean he just had the courage to correct your mistaken opinions? Are subordinates not supposed to give their opinions to the boss? I'm sure that's the world you'd like to live in. Are your staff disqualified from telling you what they think? Or being honest when they're not capable of doing something simply by the virtue of the fact that they're lower down on the chain of command than you? Does your job consist of treading on and oppressing subordinates more talented than yourself? No, not at all. Please, sir, I'm being set up. To make matters worse, I've had reports from HR that you've been throwing your weight around the other employees in the department too? I've received several reports that you've tried to make an example of Boone to keep your other employees in line, and people have been treading on eggshells around you. I haven't just heard this from one or two people either. Almost all of the employees in your department are concerned and dissatisfied with the way you've been conducting yourself lately. What's your excuse this time? Mr. Benson, I'm deeply sorry. I accept what you say, and there may be some room for improvement in the way I conduct myself at work. I won't make an excuse. What I've done is inexcusable, which is why I'm begging you, please, to be merciful and make my punishment as lenient as you can. You admit wrongdoing, then? That you submitted a false report against another employee? That you abused your position of authority at this company to make the working environment needlessly stressful and difficult for your employees? Yes. I'm deeply sorry, sir. I see. That's good. If you admit wrongdoing, I'm satisfied. Mr. President! Thank you so much! However, just because I'm satisfied with your admission doesn't mean you're getting away with it. I only meant I'm satisfied with the matter that Boone is now settled. That said, there's the matter of all the other employees you hounded and harassed into resignation. What do you have to say for yourself about that? Excuse me? That's right, a large number of employees from your department handed in their resignations recently. I made sure to receive testimonies regarding your conduct from every single one of them. Testimonies claiming you were harassing them. Every single one of them. I don't know a thing about that. The timing was perfect. Just as you were about to call into my office to discuss the issue of mass resignations, I got word on how you'd been acting towards Boone. Tell me, Sam, where are you right now? You're awfully late. What's taking so long? I've been rushing back to the office the moment you called me. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm going as fast as I can. I'll be there really soon. Please, just hold on a little longer. You wouldn't lie to me, would you, Sam? It's the truth! Interesting. Is that hamburger tasty? Huh? The window, behind you. When I headed out to the store to buy myself a drink after I handed Mr. Benson my phone, I spotted Mr. Abrams in a restaurant 30 seconds away from the office, with a hamburger in one hand and his phone in the other. Given the situation, I thought it was best to report it to Mr. Benson. By that point, Mr. Abrams was so late back from his lunch that we decided we should go out and look for him. When he realized the company president was standing right behind him, he darted outside the restaurant faster than I thought it was possible for any human being to move. He was swiftly taken to the president's office, where all of the ex-employees who accused him of misconduct were waiting. With that, the meeting began. As his past misdeeds were laid before the president one by one, Mr. Abrams sat nervously in the corner, biting his nails and sweating profusely. His punishment? Amazingly, he didn't get fired, but he was demoted back down to the rank of a regular employee. Normally, offenses this severe would lead to dismissal. But it seems like Mr. Benson didn't feel comfortable letting a man like Sam Abrams loose on society. On top of that, as the one who promoted him to the position of power in the first place, he also felt a degree of responsibility. After the meeting, he said he intended to whip his errant subordinate back into shape himself. To Mr. Abrams, an ex-section manager with a lot of pride and a big ego, I think being demoted and suddenly being on equal footing with me and the other regular employees was even more painful for him than losing his job. I found out later that Sam Abrams had a long history of harassing his subordinates, and had been doing it since before I joined the company. In total, he'd caused almost 10 employees to quit. These employees all received compensation, in the form of a lump sum, deducted from Mr. Abrams' salary. The man himself is currently holed away in a tiny room at the back of the office, working as a member of the clerical staff, and is occasionally required to do odd jobs around the building for the other employees. There's something deeply satisfying about the man who used to make your life a living hell, being forced to make you cups of coffee. LOL. Obviously, he deserves everything, and is only himself to blame, so I don't have an ounce of sympathy for him.